Hello, I'd like to talk to you today about solving equations, part 2, page 675. This is a problem you'll find on that page. We want to solve this equation. We want to end up with x on one side and a number on the other side. Now there's more than one way to work this problem. But here what I'm going to do is use what's called the distributive property. We have 2 and then we have a parentheses. If you, it's multiplication. To remove the parentheses, you use distributive property. You multiply each item in the parentheses by the 2. So we want to multiply 2 times the x and 2 times the 2. So that would give us 2 times x would be 2x, and then 2 times 2 would be 4, and we do have subtraction here. We want to do the same thing on the right side. We want to distribute this minus 6. Be really careful with this minus sign here. Minus 6 times x will be minus 6x. And here's where you really need to be careful. This is a minus 6 times a minus 10. Two minuses in multiplication make a plus. And so 6 times 10 is 60. Okay, so now we've removed the parentheses. What we want to do is get our variables on one side and our number on the other side. And so we got a 2x on one side and we've got a negative 6x on one side. We just like to have x on one side. And so let's say we want to get rid of this negative 6x. What's the opposite of minus 6x? Well, we always do the opposite. We want to add 6x. What you do to one side, you must also do to the other side. So if we add 6x to each side, that will give us our x's on just one side. 2x plus 6x, that's 8x. And I have a minus 4. And then here we'd have 0 plus 60. And so that's 60. Now, so I have my variable on one side. I need my numbers on the other side. So I need to get rid of the minus 4. So how to get rid of minus 4? What's the opposite of minus 4? Well, it's plus 4. If you add 4 to each side, that should leave us with just a variable on the left side. So we'd have 8x here, then minus 4 plus 4 would be 0. Then on the right side we add 60 plus 4, that's 64. We almost have x by itself. We got to get rid of this 8. Well, this is understood. You know, this is 8 times x, and we're always doing the opposite. What's the opposite of multiplication? Well, division. We want to divide each side, and we want to get rid of the 8, so we divide each side by 8. And so if we divide by 8, we're left with just an x here. On the right side, we have 64 over 8, which is 8. So we have the solution to the equation. Now, nice thing about equations, you can always check your answer. Go back to the original equation. You should be able to check it and see if your answer is correct. So we can take our answer, replace the x's here with 8. So it'll be 2 times the quantity, 8 minus 2, equal negative 6 times the quantity, 8 minus 10. See, I'm replacing this x with an 8 and this x with an 8. Now if I check, let's see if what's in the parentheses. 8 minus 2 is 6. In the parentheses here, 8 minus 10, that's a negative 2. Well, 2 times 6 is 12. Here they're both negative, so when you multiply two negatives, the answer is positive. And so this shows that your answer is correct, and we've checked it. It's a good choice on a test. Always check your answers. Hope this helps.